Welcome back, dear friends, to Taslima Maya Art. I'm Taz. It's wonderful to have you here. Today I'm going to be creating a stunning jar with a screw-on lid using Let's Resin epoxy, blue ink and shimmer foil. Hope you enjoy it. Don't forget you can join me on Patreon for exclusive content or one-to-one support on your own creative journey. A big thank you goes out to all my subscribers, viewers and Patreon members. Your loving support really keeps this channel going. Hey creators, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a mesmerizing resin project, a screw top lid jar made with Let's Resin epoxy, rich blue alcohol ink and shimmery foil flakes that catch the light like magic. And big thanks to Let's Resin for sponsoring today's video. So let's take a look at what supplies we will need. So I've got this gorgeous silicone mold for a jar. Okay, and it's a screw-on lid that goes onto it, and I got this from Let's Resin, and I've already poured into it, as you can see, but I will show you the footage of when I did that. And here in the footage here you can see where I've mixed up my resin, and I've added my ink and my foil into it, and I'm pouring it into the mold. This was of course yesterday when I made a rookie mistake and didn't actually measure how much resin I was going to need for this mold, so it was filled up halfway, but I will walk you through it. This is the lid as well. My first impressions are that the silicone is really good quality and it's well built. I also have a silicone mixing cup, a stir stick and some lovely blue reflective foil here. It's green and blue reflections in this, and I got that from Amazon. And this is Let's Resin's blue sapphire alcohol ink, and I'm just shaking that up to stop the sediment from settling at the bottom. So if you're a beginner with resin, I'll take you through step by step. I am using Let's Resin's epoxy resin. It's a 1-to-1 ratio, and they were really kind enough to send me this resin, so thank you so much. It's really helped me do these projects, and I'm going to mix them up, 1 part resin to 1 part hardener in my silicone cup. Make sure you use PPE, and I've got my respirator on. I'm going to pop my gloves on now. So this is part A going into my cup. So what I'm doing here is I'm topping up my mold because I only had enough resin from another project to fill it up halfway, and this is a day later, so it's 24 hours has passed, and I'm just going to top it up, and it shouldn't be any issues with this really. I'll just top it up, and I'll also pour the lid part in as well. So we're going to start by mixing our Let's Resin epoxy resin in a 1-to-1 ratio of resin to hardener, as I said. It needs to be mixed for about 3 to 5 minutes until it's fully blended and there's no streaks or cloudiness. So I'm going to quickly pop it into my mixer here. This is a mixer from Resiners, and it's really helpful and useful just to mix that up and give your wrists a break. And then I'll come back when it's ready. If you have an air purifier in the room, please do use it. It's really useful for health and safety. And I popped it into my vacuum chamber here, my Airless Pro from Resiners, and that will get the bubbles out. If you don't have one of these, you can also sit the cup in a warm bath of water and just stir it slowly just to get those bubbles out, or spray it with this type of isopropyl alcohol to get some bubbles out too. Now I'm very gently scraping around the sides to make sure all of the resin has been thoroughly mixed up and there's no parts that's unmixed. And now comes the fun part. Add a few drops of the blue alcohol ink to the resin and stir very gently. Now I do go a little bit overboard in my excitement and added 7 drops, which made my jar a bit more opaque than I would have wanted it. But again, I'm learning, same as you, and next time I'll use less alcohol ink, I think. And it's also time to add the colour and the shimmer. So we get to then sprinkle in our shimmery foil flakes, as much or as little as you like, depending on how dramatic you want your piece to be. Once again, I go a bit overboard. I can't help myself. I'm so sorry, but I did throw a lot of the shimmery flakes in, and I love how it turned out. It's gorgeous in that blue ink as well. It's so vibrant, swirling ink and foil floating in the resin, mixing beautifully. Oops, there I go again. I can't help myself. I added a bit more. And again, I'm super excited to be doing resin craft now because I've come over from acrylic pouring. I will go back to that, of course, but I'm having so much fun with resin. So here is the mixture, and I'm ready to pour this into my beautiful jar mold from Let's Resin. Now, I have to tell you guys, I was super shocked when Let's Resin contacted me via email out of the blue, saying they'd seen my videos and loved them, and they wanted to collaborate and sponsor me. So that was amazing, honestly. I was so thrilled. I did a little happy dance, and they were lovely enough to send me these products, so I'm so happy to be showcasing them. I'm pouring my resin into the jar mold now, very, very slowly. I can see there's not many bubbles. I was gentle with the stirring. Some of this footage is sped up, by the way, so I did go slow. And I'm just making sure it's going right into the different edges and crevices of this mold. And I do squeeze it a few times and tap it down on the table to get any air bubbles out, as you can see. And that's really, really important. And the same goes for the lid when I pour it into the lid. It was slightly more difficult pouring into the lid because it has to kind of go through a very narrow line around the edge there. So I'm just checking I'm pouring in the right end. And I had to squeeze it a little bit to slowly, gradually get it to fall into the place it's meant to be, into the cavity it's meant to go. And I really like this mold. I mean, the end product came out so, so good, honestly. And I was so thrilled to be making some functional art pieces, and the fact that the lid actually screwed on the top of a jar was just amazing. It was perfect. I couldn't believe I made this. I was honestly thrilled seeing the end result when I demolded this, but you'll see that in a moment. So I'm just squeezing around the edges now to make sure it's all definitely gone in and there's no bubbles in there. I had very few bubbles, thankfully, as you see in the end result. So remember, you can use a heat gun to make sure there's no bubbles on the surface after pouring. Just be careful you don't damage your mould. Now the leftovers, I've got this lovely orb mould here which I haven't used, and I'm just going to pour that into it. I've already put Resincrete in there, so half of it is Resincrete and the other half is going to be this resin here, to see what happens. And it's just a little experiment and just checking and seeing what happens, mixing Resincrete with this gorgeous resin and what kind of result I would get at the end. So there's a very narrow opening to this orb silicone mold, and I'm just trying to pour it right into that hole there so that it would go in. I did have to shake it and tap it a fair bit as well. And the thing with molds is sometimes it can get trapped, particularly these enclosed type of molds. It can get trapped in, and what happens when you demold is you see little holes in your make, which isn't ideal. So you do have to be careful and go back to it as it's curing to make sure everything's okay, and make sure it's all filled up properly as well. So you should let your resin cure, I'd say, for at least 24 hours in a dust-free space, and patience really is key. Do not demold too early. I think many of us crafters are just so eager and so impatient that we want to demold and see the magic, and it really is an effort to try and hold back and wait for the right cure time. Okay, so it's the next day and it's fully cured, and I can't wait to gently demold my jar and admire the magic. It's going to be tricky, I think. It's going to need a fair bit of stretching, but knowing Let's Resin molds, it will take that and it'll be fine. So I'm just quickly letting some air in the sides there by peeling off the edges to begin with, and just detaching it from the actual make. And it does take a while just to get my finger all the way around the edges there. And you can get a spray really, which helps ease demolding, but I don't have one, so let's just do this the old-fashioned way. And I'm just trying to get my fingers underneath and thinking which is the best way to do this. And there's no best way other than elbow grease, I'm afraid, but you do have to be a little bit gentle with the mold that you don't tear it or damage it in any way. I'm just going to fold it over. That's what I figured out. Let's just fold it over and roll it somehow. See if that works. Okay, so, oh, it did work. Wonderful. And isn't this exciting? I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what it looks like. And if it actually screws on the top, you know. Let's see now, just to get the inside of it out. Just trying to detach it a little bit. It does stick a little, doesn't it? Right, let's do it. Twist it, maybe. Yes, we did it! Hooray! And I'm going to just reverse it again so we don't damage that mold. And oh, it's back to normal. How perfect is that? And let's look at the jar. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at this shimmer. I just caught the bottom of the jar there in the light, and you can see the edges. It's perfect. It's literally perfect. And I can see the little lines across the top of the jar where you screw on the lid. Let's demold the lid now. So this should be a bit easier. It's a little more shallow, isn't it? Get the edges off again like I did before, and maybe then push it through. Oh, wow, look. Wow, look at the edges of that lid. It's all curved and wavy. Isn't that fabulous? Okay, that's intact. And here we go. Here is the lid. Isn't that fantastic? Look. Hooray. And I can't wait to put the both of them together. I love the blue tint. It is actually semi-transparent, isn't it? Yeah, the lid definitely is. I can see my fingers through it. And we screw it on and it fits. It's perfect. What an amazing piece of functional art. Thank you so much, Let's Resin. I love this mold. I think it's one of my favorites so far. So it's just perfect. I can put my little rings and jewelry in here. I can keep my knickknacks and all sorts of things in here. Wow, look at that. Functional art. I love it. Now, if you're like me and love this mold as much as I do, this jar mold from Let's Resin, then remember you can purchase it too from Let's Resin's website. There's a discount code I have, which is TASRESIN10, all one word, and you can use that to get a 10% discount on anything from Let's Resin's US website or Amazon. Now it's time to demold the little orb that we did and see what that looks like. Remember, it's got some resincrete in there as well with the resin. So let's see what happened. Just going to peel that off very, very slowly and gently. And I might have to seal that resincrete, remember, as well. So Let's Resin has Magic Pour, which you can also purchase on their website, but do have a look. So look at that. Isn't that stunning? It's like a huge marble. And let's see the bottom. I can see there's a little bit of resincrete on the edges of the mold there, which I'll have to sand off or rub off or wash off. And wow, look at this. It's really tactile. It's like one of those things you want to just rub your hands over, and it's so super smooth on both sides. So the resin side and the resincrete side is really smooth, and you could use this as a bowling ball, couldn't you? It's a lovely little paperweight. I like it, and it fits in my jar, I think, as well. It does fit in the jar. I tried later. It just pops in perfectly. But that's just, I really like it. It's something to play around with. I think my kids are going to claim that. But here are the glamour shots incoming. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did making these products. If you loved it, please leave me a comment down below or let me know what you thought. Or if you've got ideas about something else to do with this mold, if you've got ideas you want to share with me or want me to make, let me know. I love hearing from you all. Anyway, I'm going to leave you to it now, and do keep watching the video till the end. It really helps. And I want to thank you all for being here every week on the Saturday and supporting my little collab with Patty from Let's Pour with Patty and Sheldon from Sheldon Briscoe of Shellrock Art. It really means a lot to us. Huge thanks again to Let's Resin for sponsoring this video and providing such amazing materials. Catch you in the next one. Bye for now. Oh, and don't forget, every Saturday at 5 PM EST, 10 PM UK, I have a collaboration called a Creative Art Collective. So do join us for some great art and some fun in the live chat.